guys, it's Elizabeth finding Elizabeth. It is Wednesday, May 3rd, 2017. I'm back in the car, but you may notice it's a little bit cleaned out. I'm going to pick my dad up at rehab to take him home and probably stay out there in LA tonight. And I figured before I subjected anyone else to my car, I probably ought to clean it up a little bit. So, first, I want to thank everybody who is making the WLS inspiration videos. I am eventually, for everyone that I have permission, going to get them up on my channel. It's just been a busy few days. Rhea has made some, and Losing It For Me 42, and Beautiful Alicia, and Rosaura, am I saying it right, on the beach, and of course Sarah, and I'm sure there's other people that I'm forgetting, but hopefully eventually I will have all those videos on my channel. So I really appreciate that, and I think it's going to be a good resource for people. I'm going to create a playlist on my channel with these, particularly for people who are new and want to find people to watch, etc., etc. So I have been in a pretty grumpy mood since yesterday. And where this is coming from, I think, is some resentment on my part for... I don't want to cry in a video today. I really don't. But just some resentment about things that that I'm willing to do for other people that haven't in the past been done for me. And that's sort of been a running theme in my life, much less so now than in the past. And even though it's things from a really long time ago, it's still, it comes up, and it's sort of, it hurts when you know you will do all these things for people and often they don't reciprocate, or in the past they haven't reciprocated, and it doesn't feel good. And, you know, now I know that I do things for people based on who I am, and other people do things based on who they are. But, so how does that lead into a WLS inspiration video? Well, it does. Can you believe that? So here's the thing. I've been thinking lately about people in the weight loss surgery community who I am close to, who, you know, when you, I don't know how many people are out there who have found truly, I know there are many, but who have found truly lifelong close friends through YouTube. And this weight loss surgery community. I feel so fortunate that that has been the case in my life. I mean, I have better friends, deeper friendships, more intimate friendships than I've ever had in my entire life as a result of weight loss surgery and YouTube. But at a certain point, particularly with the people who you are closest to, it's not really about it's not about weight loss surgery. And I mean, and there's a certain point in your journey where things stop being all about weight loss surgery. And there were some people in my life that I was thinking about, you know, I don't know necessarily that their weight loss journey, that there's something about their weight loss surgery journeys that have inspired me, but that they, you know, inspire me in so many more ways beyond weight loss surgery. And I just realized that this issue in particular was an area where I could address them, because I am going to cry in a video. Just yesterday, I was having a Google Hangout with Amy, who is, Amy Gets a 360. Oh, and Amy did an inspiration video too. Sorry, I forgot that one. Hers was great. It made me cry. They're all sort of making me cry. Rosaura's this morning was really amazing about her aunt who had inspired her. But anyway, and it's that time of the month, and I'm just really teary. But anyway, I was having a Google Hangout with Amy last night, and I was talking about some of this resentment, and she said, well, at the time that happened, did it upset you? And we're talking about something that happened years ago. I mean, like 15 years ago. And I said, no, because I didn't know that was how relationships were supposed to work. I didn't realize that people were supposed to do those kind of things for you, because it just hadn't been my experience that people had done them for me. And but it's because of the friendships that I've developed, you know, in this community, that I have gotten a better understanding of how relationships are supposed to work and what I deserve. And so I just want to recognize 2 people in particular, but also a handful of other people that have done that for me in my life. So first, Amy. You know, Amy's, our surgery dates are pretty different. I mean, I think we're like a year and a half apart. So it isn't like natural that she and I would become friends. But I won't say she stalked me on YouTube, but she watched my videos. She commented a lot. She was obviously very smart. And I knew that even before I knew she was a rocket scientist. And so she had, you know, thoughtful comments on my videos, and we started talking, and she came out to California, and we met, and she is, you know, she is one of my best friends in the world. And she is one of those people who has shown me what I can expect to receive in relationships. And she did something for me during the time I was going through that Brian stuff that I tried to emulate for her when she was going through her cancer time, and I don't know that I did. It was really hard for me. But what she did was, during that time when I was feeling so upset and crying, I couldn't stop crying, and I would get on Google Hangouts with her, and I would just cry and say all this crazy stuff, and she would just listen, and she wouldn't offer advice or try to fix it. She would just let me be in that space of where I was. And that is really a gift. If you have someone in your life who can just be there for you without trying to fix it, it is really a gift. And so, Amy, you know how important that was to me and how important you are to me, but I just want to reiterate it, that the way she was there for me during that time. And the funny part was, okay, rocket scientist at NASA is at work Googling breakup memes and sending them to me. And it just made me laugh so hard. But anyway, so there's Amy, and there's also Gracie. So Gracie is truly one of the nicest, sweetest people that I know. And when she asked, and I thought this from the beginning, even before I knew her well, it was just the vibe that she gave off to me. It was that she was a very kind and inclusive and sweet person. And I guess for some reason, like growing up a fat kid, I always think these women who are so gorgeous aren't going to be that way. But surprise, most of them are. Or at least the ones I know and are in my life are. But so she had said she was going to be staying in California for an additional month after her family went back to Tennessee, and wanted to know if she could stay with me. And I said, yeah, absolutely, of course. But I gotta tell you, I was a little nervous about it. I very much value my alone time. I am used to being alone. I'm sort of a control freak, and it was a little scary for me to say, here's somebody that I know, we'd spend a good deal of time together, but say, here, come into my life at this level. And it has truly been a life-changing experience for me to, again, at this point in my life, live with somebody else and get close to them and allow them to see, all the things, the good and the bad and the ugly about me. And she accepts those things, makes me laugh at them, does not always understand them. We are very different in certain areas, but I have never laughed so hard in my life. And it's going to be hard for me when she leaves, because I am, because now I've gotten used to having like a day-to-day relationship with somebody. And she she's just a really wonderful, sweet person. So I wanted to talk about her as well. And also, she inspires me. And that she is 31 years old. I forget that all the time. She is closer, way closer to my son's age than she is to my age. And, you know, she had her oldest daughter very young. And at 31, she is a nurse practitioner, a mom of 3 kids, a powerful, dynamic, smart, caring, sensitive woman who has a load of responsibility on her and is taking care of all of these people. And I think back to when I was 31, my son was a year old, and and I was a single parent at the time, so it was just me, but it was me and my son, and it was overwhelming. And I wasn't doing, you know, an iota of the things that Gracie is doing. So I just have a huge amount of love and respect for her. And then just some other people who have at times, when I have been at my at real lows or real emotional times, have shown up for me in ways that I've never had people do that before. And I know I'm going to forget people, but I'm just thinking about the people who really come to mind. Of course, Sarah and Patty, but I already did videos about them. But Kim Stephanopoulos, who doesn't make videos, but who I met because she came to Chicago one year when we did a meet and greet there, the first year, has been there for me and listened to me and supported me through so much. Melly May, Melissa, who I have probably cried in more bars talking to her on the phone. Well, I think she's the only person. It just seems to happen that whenever I'm sad and happen to be in a bar, if it's at an airport or it's at whatever, Melly May calls, and I'm crying on the phone to Melly May in bars all the time. She was the first person the night that I found out Brian was moving to New Hampshire. I had sent a text to some people, and she picked up the phone and called me, and I bawled and bawled and bawled. You know, I talked about, Lindsay Fly has been there for me, and Lauren Dayton, I talked in my inspiration video about her, about the text that she sent me that really meant so much to me. And Rhea, all these people, the morning that Brian left to go to New Hampshire, I had all these texts from people at like dawn, because they knew that was when I was taking him to the airport. And I know there are probably a zillion other people. Gretchen, there's so many people out there through this community who have been there and supported me in a way that I never have been. And I'm just super grateful for that. And you guys have inspired me to know what I deserve in relationships. And I love you all. And if I forgot anybody, I am so sorry. I will make it up in another video. All right, I'll talk to you later. Bye.